Hello traders. So today we'll have a little bit of an insight on Euro NZD starting from monthly time frame. So as we can see, the price has been creating higher highs, higher low, higher high, and now there is a possibility of forming a new higher low before price going up. But anything can happen. It can either continue to the upside, creating a new high above this previous high, or it can even break this higher low and continue more to the downside. But that's not the point of focus, because we react based on what the market does. So at the moment, the price has reached this level, which is a demand zone. As we can tell by having these two candles, we have this bullish candle followed by another bullish engulfing candle showing buyer's momentum or the bullish momentum. So in this level, there is a demand zone which has been created by the rallying of the price and then formation of the base, then followed by another rally. So in this area, we can see a little bit of refinery of this zone in the lower time frame. However, in this area above, we have a highlighted area of structure which shows the price has acted as support, multiple times, showing the possibility that this key area has been a key zone or area that the price has managed to fail multiple times. So now having this momentum now showing the rejection around this area of demand, it shows that there is a possibility that the price might continue to rally more to the upside, continuing forming the uptrend by creating new sets of higher highs and higher lows, or it can just be a retest of this area of structure and continue to the downside. So let's jump deeper into lower time frame, going to weekly. So going into weekly time frame, we can see that the price, let me just take another. We can see that the price has managed to act in this level of demand. So this is just the same level of demand as that of the monthly, but with a little bit of a refinery which has been done. So this is a weekly demand zone, having these two bullish candles followed by a little bit of a red candle and then another bullish candle. So it shows like this is a demand zone which has been created, but it's just for like a refining of the zone. However, this was the structure that we have seen in a monthly time frame, showing that the price has been reacting multiple times, failing to break below that. But that should not be the only reason. Also, we can see that this price in other way around from this time frame, weekly time frame, we can see there is a possibility that this is a left shoulder, this is a head, and this is the right shoulder. And this area of structure which has been highlighted might be a possible neckline for the continuation of this particular pattern. But reading the candles, the candle closure of last week, we can see that, let me just zoom this in, we can see that the price, as it has reacted to this particular zone we saw a week before last week, there was a pin bar formation, a bearish pin bar formation, which shows rejection of price to the downside, followed by another bullish pin bar, which also shows rejection of price to the downside. This simply signifies that there is possibility and high probability that the price now is taking a break from all this momentum of almost 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks that has been trend to the downside without having a proper correction. So there is high chance that we can see a little bit of correction up to this level of structure. So which might be our first target based on the strength of this level, or we might see a little bit of a push to the 50% or 61% of this particular move. But this area should be our first target, and then later on we can do some follow-up to see if we can get a setup to have a swing trade up to these areas of supply. So highlighting the area of supply, we can see this has been a good area of supply as it has formed multiple. Yeah, so this is an area of supply which has managed to form, which is formed by multiple candles, which shows momentum and its possibility that we might see a reversal of price if in the future it will have or it will come and reach at this particular level. So going down to the lower time frame, meaning the daily time frame, there is no much in daily time frame, as we can see that the price has been moving collectively, but still it was trending more to the downside. So we saw the price coming here, moving to the downside, creating a recent, which was a possible higher low, and then it fell to create a new high. So it was a new higher, lower high, followed by lower low because it broke this previous structure. However, the price didn't manage to break below this level of structure and ended up forming this beautiful double bottom. As we can see, this one with weak rejection followed by this one with weak rejection. So now we could see the candles rolling up, but there was not much of information, as I believe these two candles, the bearish candle and this bullish candle, has been just the candle retracement of this previous day, probably on Wednesday. So it was just a retracement to have a little bit of retracing this huge candle that has moved this far. But we'll see what happened or what will happen, and how will we trade it in the lower time frame. So jumping into 4-hour time frame, we could see that. Okay, let me just zoom this in. We could see that the price has managed to move in a corrective phase, but we can add a little bit of a trend line like this, showing that the price has been moving correctively. So we had this area of structure where the price has failed because it was the reaction with the demand zone, and then the price pushed up, creating a new lower high, and then price push, creating a new lower low. However, we could not term this as lower low, so majority would have thought that this is a possibility of a trend change or reversal, creating a possibility of new higher high and continue more to the upside. But that wasn't the case, as now the price has ended up forming this channel, and it ended up moving in a channel manner. So we saw this one is lower low, lower high, and then lower low, lower high, and then price broke this lower low and ended up coming to this down level. But upon coming to this down level, we could see the formation of double bottom. Let me just take an arrow to the upside that is a marker. Okay, here you go. So we could see this double bottom which has been created. Double bottom has been created by price in the area of demand. So simply, it's like this was the area or retest of demand, and then this was the first touch of the demand, followed by the retest of demand, which has significantly showed the possibility of having what we call a double bottom, showing that the strength of the sellers now has been a little bit halted. And upon removing this one and jumping more to the lower time frame of 1 hour, which is our entry time frame, we could see that the price has managed to create another channel, or some can term it as a wedge, but either ways. So we could see in this level that the price has created what we call a higher high, whereby this was the low of the double bottom, followed by another part which was the lower high, higher high, followed by another part which is higher low. Then we had the new higher high. Now we have got a higher low. So most or majority of people might say that, okay, now because of this formation of a new higher low, there is a possibility that we might have an entry around this level and continue more to the upside. Yeah, it's true, and we can have that. But what I think and what's better to do is to wait, because we are having this particular zone of demand, which can act as a significant and potential area of entry for maximum capitalization of this particular trade. Why is that? Simply is because we can see that the price is moving in a channel or in a pattern, in a channel or rising wedge. So as the movement, we can see this has been the first touch on the downside, the second touch on the downside. We are expecting maybe there is a possibility that we might have the third touch around this level, which is also aligning with the area of demand. So there is possibility that the price might come from this upper part to this part before having a maximum area, maximum entry for our buy setups as we are expecting. So as we can see here, this has been the first touch, this has been the second touch. So what we expect here, we saw this has been a 1 hour supply zone. So we expect the price might a little bit come into this zone, retest this zone, and we might have our entries around this area, and we might have a little bit of a down move to this area before taking our buy setups. However, entry might be here, but also there is a possibility it might only be the retest of supply, and we might have a price going downside, or we might have a formation of new double top around this area. Let me just put another marker so that we can be able to see where the double top might be expected to be formed. So simply, oh nope, where are you? Okay, so there is possibility that we might see a little bit of formation of double top around that area. So the formation of double top around this area might also signify that it is possible that we can take our sell setup from this level to the downside. But the taking of this sell setup might depend either on formation of structure, change of structure, or maybe weak rejection around this area, or maybe around this area, depending on where the market will react is when we will be able, or we will be taking the trade. So we will sell up to this level of structure, and any reaction of this level or confirmation, either by candles or candle confirmation showing momentum to the upside, or weak rejection, is when we will consider our buy setups before going long. But however, the first encounter is going short before going long, and this one short-term sell-off can be invalidated if we will break above these areas of structure and have a little bit of a change in structure, and then each one will consider the continuation with the buy setup. But however, the first attempt, I would like to look for a little bit of sell setup and then come and buy from this around the level of structure, as I have explained that it will be the third touch of trend line and also area of demand, which will be suitable for my trading plan to be able to capitalize from this trade. So thank you for your time, and have a nice week.